Good morning, ladies. Welcome to Black Women Making Money. It is officially Small Business Saturday. I was so excited this morning because I actually got a one of those wireless microphones. I was going to talk to you ladies while I was headed to the gym, and I don't know what was going on, but my StreamYard was not doing its thing. So instead, I am here now. We're going to put our 90 seconds on, let people come in, and then we're going to start the broadcast. Here we go. Welcome to Black Women Making Money. We are the home of the upwardly mobile Black woman. For exclusive content and invitations to our Inner Circle Zoom meetings, which happen on a monthly basis, you can sign up for free for our email newsletter at bwmakingmoney.com. That's bwmakingmoney.com. Good morning, good morning. Happy Small Business Saturday to all of my ladies. Uh, First of all, I want to say hello to Shar, who was here earlier today. Hope she'll come back. And Denise is in the building saying she's about to get in the car, start running errands. Definitely be safe. Don't worry about not commenting for a while. Just want to come in today and have this conversation with regards to should every Black woman own a business? And I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. So many people on social media say every Black person should have a business. That's why we need Black people to have a business. Every Black person should have a business. And I really wanted to have a more nuanced conversation with that because one thing that I'm noticing, especially with this whole Ebony K. Williams is pregnant thing and things like that, is people just say a lot of stuff without thinking about things to its logical end. Whether it is Ebony K, whether it is the Byron Donald thing saying that Black families were uh, uh, together more during segregation, and then he went on Joy Reid, and we took that to its logical conclusion, and that didn't look good for him. Even though I don't think that Byron meant that we should go back to Jim Crow, I think you know social media just makes a mockery of everything. But I digress. Let's come back to the topic at hand. One of the things that I continuously hear people say is every Black woman should own a business. Every Black woman should own a business. And I kind of want to just have a better conversation with regards to this and say that, number one, in today's time, in today's, with what's happening today, with the cost of living happening today, inflation, things like that. Also, with the way the world is today, with the fact that most Black women will never get married, with the fact that even if a Black woman gets married, she's most likely not going to be a traditional wife who can stay at home 100% of the time. And even if she is a traditional wife, that doesn't mean that the man will not run off on her or the man will not pass away or something like that. I think it is dangerous for um I think that every Black woman should consider themselves a business. Every Black woman is a business, but that does not mean every Black woman should own their own separate business. And you're going to say, okay, Cherie, like you're talking all over the place. All right, take a step back with me. Let's consider you or I who work a W 2. And then let's consider someone like Beyonce, right? So Beyonce is the head of Beyonce Inc. Cherie is the head of Cherie Inc. Denise is the head of Denise Inc. All of us are a business. All of us have talents. All of us have labor. All of us are able to exchange that labor, quote unquote labor, for money. Or if you're a stay at home wife, you're exchanging it for shelter and the covering of your husband, blah, 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 right? We all, especially today, we all need to consider ourselves the owner of our own businesses, ourself, our labor. However, I do not think that every Black woman should own a business in the traditional sense. Business ownership is not for everybody. Business ownership is not for everybody. So, the question is, do you really want to be a business owner? Do you really want to be an entrepreneur? Or do you want to have one client? As Mentor Shelley says, if you are a W 2 employee, that basically means you have one client. And I hope that the nuance that I'm giving with this is clear for all of you. So let's say that you say, you know what? I don't want to be a business owner. I want to actually just go work a W 2 job, get my paycheck every other week, and, chill, right? Okay, fine. You still are a business of one and you have one client. One client is your current employer, right? But as a woman, as a Black woman, you want to make sure that you are maximizing your profits. You want to make sure you're maximizing your revenues. So, this is why in the Rich AF book, which I really appreciated, she talks about the fact that the first thing that we do is we help you get as much income as possible. The second thing that we do that every business needs to do is make sure that you invest for the future. So, if it's just you are a solo person and you're going to work for a W 2, then you want to make sure, number one, you're maximizing that income. And number two, that you are putting those investments aside. But you are a business because every business out there is looking to do what? Every year, increase the amount of income that they have coming in, reduce expenses, have money saved up, ultimately be able to sell for a business really is you retiring, etc. Okay, so that's with you on the W 2 side. Business ownership, true business ownership, is not for everybody. Okay, so respecting Small Business Saturday, let's say that you want to own a business, because here's the thing, I don't think every Black woman should own a business. Business ownership is hard. There's a lot that happens within business ownership. You're responsible for a lot. So let's talk about, if you want to own a business, the best way to do it, the best way to be successful. And who am I to actually talk about this? So, for anybody who's new, I have been full-time self-employed since 2008, 2009 timeframe. I helped my mother build her bookkeeping business. Then I built a business plan writing business, both of those to six figures. And now I am a 100% commission person with regards to being a loan officer. So I know a lot about business ownership. Let's talk about this as well. If you're going to be a business owner as a Black woman, or as any person, but let's talk about being a Black woman. The first thing is, you have to understand that, or you have to be okay with the risk that's associated with being a business owner. So, one of the things that I am often envious of with my W 2 ladies is that you get a paycheck every other week. Whether or not you do a good job, whether or not you go on vacation, whether or not you like the clients you're serving or not, you get that paycheck every other week without fail. If you are going to be a full-time entrepreneur, you need to be okay with what I call roller coaster revenue. And most people, I heard a statistic that said something like 70% of people are risk averse. Most people cannot handle that, especially not full time. If you cannot handle a month, 2 months, 3 months with no income or very limited income, you should not be a business owner, right? All right. Then number two is, once you decide you're going to become a business owner, figuring out what you're going to sell. What are you going to offer? And who are you going to offer those products or services to? So, what are your talents? What are you able to offer the world? Is it something that you technically now currently know how to do? I've consistently said on this channel, you should not be marketing to broke people, especially in this economy. You should not be marketing to broke people. Does that mean you don't serve broke people? No, absolutely not. You serve anybody who has the money, but you should not be marketing to broke people. Shar is back in the building. Hello, Shar. And Mrs. Phoenix is here as well. Good morning from Toledo. So, should every Black woman own a business? If you know how to market. What is marketing? Marketing is basically finding people who want the product or service that you're offering, letting them know what you letting them know about you, your product or service. Lead generation basically is what it is. And then the third part is sales conversion, which is basically getting those people to give you cash or give you a credit card or something like that, some sort of payment for the product or service that you're offering. If we were to look at the stats with regards to the people who are best at that, 70% of people are not good at that. They could anybody get the skills for it? Maybe, maybe not. But according to the stats, only 30% of people actually are good at that. So no, every Black woman should not own a full-time business, right? When you own a full-time business, you also have to be good at delivering the service or getting the products to the person who purchased them. How good are you at logistics? How good are you at servicing those clients? How good are you at creating a five-star experience? And does it mean it's going to be 5 stars on day one? No. But that is part of business ownership. How good are you at hiring people? How good are you at managing people? How many Black women do I hear say, I'm an introvert. I don't want to lead people. I don't want to talk to people on a day to day basis. Let me tell you something. Owning a business is about hiring and managing and being able to pay people. Would you be okay with paying somebody, knowing that, and I have had to do this? I have had to do this where I have had, let's say, $600 in an account. I've had bills to pay, but my employee needed to get her money first. And my bills went by the wayside. If you cannot handle that, you should not be a full time business owner. And these are the things that a lot of people won't tell you about being a business owner. Does that mean that you cannot make great money in a business? Absolutely, you can. But you have to be prepared for the lows and the highs. Another thing a business owner needs to be on top of is taxes. Taxes, insurance, all of the administrative things that goes into keeping up a business. How many people are so disorganized? You're disorganized with your paperwork and you're disorganized with your life, etc. So no, business ownership is not for everybody. Business ownership is not for everybody. However, full-time business ownership is not for everybody. Full-time business ownership is not for everybody. However, a lot of Black women what I feel is the best of both worlds for most Black women is to have a full-time job and a part-time business. How many of us, and we're going to start talking about this a little bit more again, how many of us can have part-time job, a full-time job and a part-time business, and that part-time business make $2,000 to $5,000 a month? Imagine if you have a part-time business making $5,000 a month, that's $60,000 a year. And let's say your full-time job pays you 100. You're at 160,000. Or let's say your full-time job pays you 80. 80 and 60 is 130. Congratulations. Welcome to the upper middle class. So, do I think every Black woman should own a business? No. That's one of the things that was kind of irking me. As I was listening to social media. I don't think every Black woman should own a business. I don't. Especially not a full-time business. I do think every Black woman should be an investor, and that is a form of a business. Watching over, monitoring your investments. Self-care is in the building. Hello, good morning. So if Self-Care had Self-Care Investments Inc., and she's monitoring that, every Black woman should be an investor. Every Black woman could be a part-time business owner, but not every Black woman should be a full-time business owner. Not every Black woman should hire employees. That doesn't make any sense. Diamond Dave has been talking a lot recently. If you all aren't familiar with Diamond Dave, he is a fellow YouTuber. He's been talking a lot recently about the fact that the most successful people run in packs. They run in teams. The businesses that we see that are successful are very, very rarely individual. Hold on a second. They're very rarely run by an individual person. They're very rarely solo or single owner businesses with no employees. So you're going to have to be okay with having a team if you're going to do full-time business. And the ups and downs of that, raising capital, all of those things. Do I think it's impossible? No. But have the stats shown that the reason why I say the stats is because if you all know, like the S's are like people who follow systems and processes, those individuals tend to do well in a corporate environment, and 70% of people tend to be people who do well in a corporate environment. So they tend to work well in a corporation. Only 30% of us tend to be good at business ownership. And it takes a lot. So that is the conversation for today. I do want to talk about Ebony and her pregnancy, but I want to compile some stuff first because people are triggered by Ebony and her pregnancy. So I think it's interesting. I've been listening to a couple of podcasts about it. And not only are people, first of all, social media is a business. People are trying to make money. And I wonder sometimes if the outrage that I see on social media is just fake outrage. But the conservatives seem to be very, very triggered by Ebony and her pregnancy. And I think we're going to have that as maybe a messy money topic, hopefully on Monday. But I just want to give you some of the realities with regards to being a business owner. Hope you have a happy Small Business Saturday. And we'll come back next week, hopefully, and chat a little bit more about business ownership, entrepreneurship, how to make more money, how to save money, how to practice profit first, all of those things with regards to business. All right, ladies, I will see you in the next video. Take care.